Arjun is in a miserable position. That is not the position of Arjun, the person. That is the situation of entire mankind. That is the conflict that we all face daily, every day. So first of all, it is not about Arjun and Krishna. It is not about two persons. Arjun and Krishna are both within us. Krishna is not standing in front of Arjun. Krishna is the heart of Arjun.
How can I identify a master with my limited knowledge? How can I judge his words to be true or false? How does a patient know the doctor? Basics! Where are you? What are you doing? Which doctor do you thank? The most reputed one in the town or the one who is curing you? After delivering the baby, to whom does the mother go? To the great hospital in the town, or to the one doctor who helped her? But the great hospital is so very reputed and imposing. It's a multi-speciality hospital and it's also quite expensive. It's just that it didn't take you in. It was of no use to you. Was that great brand, the great hospital, of any use to you? Have they been of use to you so far? And I ask that to everybody who is listening to me right now. Have the big ones been of use to you? If they have not been of use to you, why do you even call them big ones? How are they big if they are not useful? Now you will say, oh, instead of being spiritual, you are being polemical. Instead of being supportive, you are being disruptive. Yes, I am being disruptive. The doctor's task is to disrupt the pattern of the disease. Have some love towards yourself. How can somebody be great if he has not been able to help you? And if you'll go deeply into it, it is not even about that person. It is about your own world and the images that you have of your person, of that person. And it is against that image that I talk of. When you do not even know me well, in spite of me being with you since probably a year or more now, you obviously do not know the greats of the past. You were never with them. But still you claim that you know them. What do you know in fact? An image. I am disrupting, therefore, not that person, but his image. The image that you carry of him is false. But you worship that image. Not only do you worship that image, you also call the image as the person. I have no intention of attacking any person because the person is anyway gone. And the person might have really done a lot of good. The person is gone. What is it that remains with you? An image, because most of us are lousy. We do not even work hard enough to know what or how the person really was. What do we carry? We carry juvenile images, moth-eaten images. And then we live by those images. We have definite images about who Sri Krishna was, about who Sri Ram was, about who Jesus was, about who this particular teacher was, about how that particular teacher was, and we have ideas and stories. There are so many people who have never even touched the Gita, but they still carry images about Sri Krishna. And they want to live by those images. I want to attack that image. That image is false. Go close to the Gita and then you will discover who Sri Krishna really was. The image that you are carrying is a false and useless image. It will not help you. That image is just an extension of your own ego. How will it help you? But that's how the ego is. It does not want to go to the Gita. But it wants to maintain that it loves Krishna. What kind of love is this? How many people bother to really respect the Gita and read it? Very few. Very, very few. But so many people claim that they love and respect Sri Krishna. Now this is hypocrisy. I am attacking the image of gods and teachers and prophets that you carry, because those images are false. Those images are false because, first of all, you have no originality, you have no meditativeness, and all your knowledge is second hand. Secondly, even if you were not meditative, you could have at least gone to the original scriptures. There are two ways of knowing. The best way is to know through one's own meditativeness. The next best way is to learn from the scriptures. You neither know through your own meditativeness, nor are you hardworking enough to give time to the scriptures. But you still have opinions. How do you have those opinions? By listening to this and that. Either be so meditative that all the knowledge contained in the Upanishads starts arising from your own heart. That can happen. Or at least be honest and diligent enough to read the Upanishads. But neither are we meditative, nor are we diligent. We still claim that the Upanishads are wonderful, and we maintain an image of the Upanishads. How? By listening to the neighbor. The neighbor says that Upanishads are great, so they must be great. And the neighbor has told a few other things about the Upanishads. And that's how we carry that pretty picture. Oh, this is how the Upanishads are. I want to attack that picture. I want you to really go to the Upanishads. Either really go to the Upanishads, or at least don't say that you know the Upanishads. At least don't pretend that you respect them. At least don't start randomly quoting the Upanishads. So some random story you would bring from an Upanishad, and then you will try to make opinions and conclusions based on that story. Now, how will you be able to derive any meaning from that story if you have not read the scripture? And no Upanishad is greatly tedious to read. They are very, very precise documents. And some of them indeed do contain stories. So you pick up a story from an Upanishad without knowing what that Upanishad is really about, without knowing what Vedanta is really about. And then from that story you come to some conclusion. How are you coming to that conclusion? Have you worked hard enough? Is your meditativeness telling you the essence of that story? No. Secondly, have you read a few Upanishads? All right. Have you read even that particular Upanishad from where the story is coming? No, not even that much. But you will quote that story, and from that story you want to arrive to conclusions. This is disgusting.